Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Blueprints, where made a little bit of permanent progress. I like how the allowance kind of pops in after, that's pretty funny. Start with 2 keys because of the clock tower room. That's right, that could be huge. Let's go outside, let's see if we get the tomb. I'd like to solve the tomb puzzle. The on Wheel of Fortune or whatever. But if not, we'd maybe like a trading post to get a magnifying glass. We might like the shelter. The shelter's just pretty solid. We don't have a shovel for the root cellar. We could get a shovel. 8 classrooms. Classrooms might wait for another time. We're kind of on the grind here. I don't care enough to really go in and set up the clock for the 1 gem. Maybe I should. I don't. So just take a little peek at the fountain in case there's any money in there. We still don't really know what the deal is. I don't see anything. I'm not going to waste steps by trying to go in and look. But let's see. What do we want to do? We'd love a laboratory. We made it more common last time. We'd love to get the secret garden, a coat check, and get to the west antechamber door, open it up. We'd love... Really, I think that's it. We'd love to use these 2 keys for something good. I'm going to start from the east again. Okay, workshop right off the bat because we made it more common. Same with the utility closet. Workshop, typically, I believe it always has the broken lever, which is actually huge. Because broken lever, we've never gotten it at the same time as the greenhouse, but should be able to open the antechamber south door. So if we can always have a broken lever, we can always have that option. Package has been delivered to the mailroom. I'd rather... Let's do it. Let's do it. It could have some juicy items that we could put in the workshop. Let's open up our package. Sleeping mask and 2 gems. Not the best, but 2 gems. Pretty good. Sleeping mask early is something. I was kind of hoping for a magnifying glass, but maybe someday. Anything else in here? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in the mailroom. Let's go up. Okay. We'd really love to go left, but we can do that from this door. So let's go with the parlor to get some even more gems. That way we can afford a greenhouse later. There are 2 false statements. This box is empty. A box with a false statement is empty. Okay. So if this is false, the gems are in here. Box with a false statement is empty. There are 2 false statements. Where do we start? This is the only one that tells us the location of the gems, which is interesting. There are 2 false statements. True, false, false. If this is false, there's only 1 false statement, and it's this. Which cannot happen, I believe. Maybe it can? If this is true, then... I'm just going to go with blue. I'm kind of frozen on this one, and I don't want to just take up too much time. Alright, well, screw me. Keys for sale. We could money max. However, one great key we need in here is the secret garden key, which we already have in the coat check and maybe might not even be able to show up if I already have it locked in the coat check. Would they let me have 2? I don't really know. Let's go with this. Let's not... Oh, actually, it's free. Right, we have the shelter. So red rooms are negated. 1 drawing room, not the best. We could just go den here. Like, I don't really want to pay 1 gem for the drawing room just to have it reroll 1 door. It's like paying for 1 reroll dice with a gem, which I don't really care for. We'd either get a gem. Closet having 2 items is not the worst thing in the world. Items are great with the workshop. Let's send it. Usually they're small items, right? Like one of these, but actually a silver key. I don't know if we've ever used the silver key, like, efficiently. I feel like we might have just used it as a normal key when we've gotten it, but... whatever. Utility box. Could do something. I need access to our email still, just to do anything with the utility box, besides, like, keycard door access. Let's just keep it going here for a minute. The solarium's pretty solid. It's in a weird spot, though. I'd love to be able to access the foundation. Maybe we just drop a passageway. It's not the best. It's only 2 doors. But it also does pass boiler power, which might be something. Okay. Keycard door. That's really weird at this level, but whatever. Boiler room. And then the dream is we get a pump room, which means the pool, and B, the laboratory. I really need a laboratory next to this thing to make it as easy as possible to solve that puzzle in the lab. Which means YOLO, we get 2 shots in here. We do have to mess with the doors a little bit. Oh, is my progress stored from here? Because the elevator's up here, and this is already done. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we would just need to activate the 3rd thing, right? Which we can do. It's just currently opening this door. Okay, that's awesome. That saves. Utility closet. I don't think we gain any benefit. I don't think any of these have ducts in the ceiling. So I think I'll just take a nook. I'd love to see a lab here. This would make my day. No lab, but the archives... A is sheltered, B we know has ducts for sure. Which means we get 2 more shots at a lab right here. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. I shouldn't have stepped in. This leads back to the entrance. Let's activate our experimental feature first. We need to redirect the steam into this room. Ooh, okay, that feels good. That feels good. Permanently had 1 gold to your allowance. Holy hell. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems, maybe. Maybe we bedroom max, which is more likely. We have no gems. We have no sledgehammer. But we do have keys. I think you go bedroom. One permanent 1 gold allowance is just needed. Okay. Let's boiler max real quick. Maybe we can open this up just to see something. More red rooms at West Wing Hall. Here, let's go dark room real quick. It will be negated, which is somewhat unfortunate. I kind of wanted a thing, and we can throw down a coat check. Or we can get started on bedroom maxing for allowance. So each bedroom we draft from this point on will give us 1 allowance, which is sweet. And we have the sleeping mask. Okay. Okay. Crap, I'm screwed. The passageway has a keycard door. Okay, we are screwed. However, we get to complete the boiler room puzzle today, which is just awesome. We don't get any allowance from the lab, whatever. We get to complete the boiler room lab puzzle, which is just good. It's sweet. It's awesome. And maybe we can combine the silver key with the broken lever. I don't know. We need to go into the boiler room. Okay, we were a bit stupid just now, but whatever. We need to, I believe, yes, direct this way to power this. We need it to come out of the top into the archives. Into the archives, into the lab. And the lab into this machine where we hit 3 up after 9. And we've done something. What have we done? Power lines outside. Outside is usually permanent. Very interesting. Is this the door by the apple orchard? This is the door on the way to the apple orchard. This is now open. This appears to be an illegitimate way into the basement without a basement key. Black Bridge Grotto. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. What the hell does that even mean? But I believe, well, we never need this again. What else does the boiler room do? I don't really know. It can power other things, right? I think it can power the garage door. It's just incredibly, inefficient, right? You have to connect these stupid tubes. But, let's check. I guess maybe it powers this room if we didn't shelter it. This goes nowhere. I imagine the Nook goes nowhere. Eventually we might need to use this again. I don't really think so. But the boiler room is not common because we didn't get it with the fancy wrench. Does this doesn't open with power? That would be cool if it, well, actually, this room is not currently powered. We can try. We may not be screwed, but we still might be screwed. Okay. Let's go across. Okay, no, it's still locked. I think that power is just like the breaker power, right? If we had a security room, we could mess with the settings. But right now I want to go outside, which is somewhere. I don't where the hell is outside? Through the parlor, through the entrance. There we go. And we want to see the Black Bridge Grotto. We have one more permanent addition, which is either the door by the apple orchard or one of these gates maybe, or it's the four flames down here. It's one of those. I think the door is down here. Right there. Well, there's this, which is still boarded up. Then there's that, but I think no. Okay, so it is up there. I just want to check this real quick. We haven't been in here in quite a long time. Has anything here changed? Still some flames or some torches. We'll run back another day after this. I'm not ending you at 15 minutes here. Great permanent progress date. We got our objective, which was just boiler room lab. We can get that out of our heads. We got a permanent upgrade. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, there it is. We can access one offline terminal per day. Oh, hell, it's like the damn server room, man. A small data microchip. We can take this back to the lab and see if it goes in the computer. We can just insert it here. Can I insert it up here? What is... Maybe we can go back to the workshop as well to try to combine it with something? There's some screens. I saw the computer. Don't worry about that. Interesting. But can we choose Blackbridge? Admin key. Is this one of these passwords? Don't beep at me. Ruat H. This admin key has been deactivated. Maybe he's been fired, but maybe this works with Bab A. She's still around. She gives us our allowance. Welcome to Blackbridge. Interesting. She only has the user database. She does not have anything else. But we get everybody else from here. 3 additional delisted admin keys. I'm just going to type this for a second until we know what they do. More R. I'm typing this like in Google Chrome, so don't worry. Thom K. That's a funny name. Lab technician. System administrator. Perhaps you are admin for the security room. And you're the house manager. This is the servants' quarter. And you were the groundskeeper, that's right. And there's 3 more that I guess aren't relevant. Now let's exit and try to log in as Moore R or Thom K. Moore R. Easiest day of my life. We have everything. Electronic mail settings. On. Check connection. Inbound and outbound connections and electronic mail communications outside of the local network have been temporarily disabled. Okay. However, now all of these can access electronic mail, which is where the solution to the breaker box puzzle is. Terminal timeout settings. Okay. Stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. The default setting immediate requires a new connection each time the user attempts to log into the network. I think we want to leave this, because what happens if I disconnect from here? Will I have to log in again? Is that what it's saying? Okay, no. I don't actually know what it's saying. Did I type that right? Oh, it's more. Okay, that one I don't really get. But I think we should leave it as high as possible. I don't really know. We can come back here anytime, because this is permanent. Mail, okay. Shelter mail. That's right, there's a computer in the shelter too. That's the 4th computer. Electronic mail settings, right? We just saw that. We want to go to user database. We know this. We want to go to admin logs. Last cables have finally been laid and the office terminal has been connected to the central network. Choose to install the server outside of the house here to maintain connection stability at all times. Small cavern off of the eastern drive, yes. All remaining computer terminal. Is this before or after? This is after. The estate are now connected to the network mainframe. Remote access. New name for the network. I guess it's Blackbridge. Yep. Okay, there's like 6 months between here. Maintenance, office, and security terminal. We have electronic mail. Recording capabilities of all cameras have been disabled. Security playback on the security terminal has been removed. Deleted log, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log. New admin key created. Perhaps for Simon? This is getting closer to when he shows up, right? No, we're in the wrong year, I think. Requested name does not quite fit. Electronic mail can only be accessed via the office terminal. However, I've changed that. Temporary access has been restored to the Blackbridge Grotto. Routine maintenance. Okay. RTA, we don't know what that is. Offline terminals from Blackbridge. Okay, we've activated and deactivated Ruat H. One new admin key, Thom K. We still have yet to check Thom K. Okay. Changing of the guard. This is, I believe, November 6th is the day before day 0. which is before day 1. It's day -1, I think, or it's day 0. In preparation for Simon's arrival, inbound and outbound messages, as well as off-site connections from outside the estate, have been disabled. Okay, so they're no longer on the internet. Okay, data files. Import trophy data. Is this genuinely a save data editor? From other save files into the current profile. We've broken the 4th wall. I don't have any other profiles. I guess there are... I don't know what trophies are. Clear save data, create backup. Restore from backup. Okay, it's a little too meta for me. Let's chill out. Let's take a look at Thom K. It should be like the same. Yeah, okay. It's the same. How do we check connection offsite? Right, but isn't that the point of the grotto, is we can check these offsite? I don't know. We'll go back to the lab. We now have email in the lab. What is Simon's last name? Because he might also have a password. What am I trying to look at here? Blackbridge Grotto. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Oh. I guess this is the offline I don't really know. We also have the microchip, which, hang on, this is sus. 1100, which is what? 2468. Sorry, 24816. 24 if we're doing our binary. Or I guess it would start at 1. It starts at 1, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 4, 8, 12. Interesting. We have a microchip. Let's go to the workshop. Let's try to plug this into another computer somewhere. I don't really know. There's a door in there that opens, which is interesting. But that's on now, so that's beautiful. Maybe I won't do another day. That took a lot longer than expected. But let's go to the workshop real quick. We may be able to combine something. Sleeping mask, broken lever. Doesn't work. Okay. But let's now go to the lab, which is conveniently right here. Microchip. No option for the microchip on the screen. What do we do with the microchip? Maybe we plug the microchip into the boiler room. There's a tiny chance that that works. However, give me email. We still need to log in. And we don't know the login still. Presumably we need to magnify the poster in the commissary, the poster in the security room. Terminal password. Those are our old logs. Unfortunately, this one's not getting done. I mean, we can try Moor R. Or we can try Thom K. I don't think they're working. I think this one is unique and not one of the admin passwords. Okay. But we can access email, presumably before. I mean, definitely, yes. Even if we logged in, we wouldn't have email access. So I don't know what else it does. But now we have email access from everywhere that's not the office, which is good because the office isn't that common. And the security room is now actually common. I'm just looking for a place. I don't know about this micro data chip. Hopefully we keep it where we can see where it might get plugged in. I don't actually want to mess with this because this is working and this doesn't seem to get reset. I think it was like that. Let's leave it like that. Can we power the pantry? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back there for just a second because I want to see again with the microchip. Maybe it goes in the basement. Maybe let's check the shelter real quick. Check that computer. Obviously we still need the terminal password, but maybe one of these is the terminal password. I don't know. Who built the shelter in the lore? Might have something to do with the letter in here, but let's see. Nothing really news down here. Obviously the safe. Correct password. Thom? Incorrect password. Okay. I'll fix up my notes soon, but real quick, we'll write down more R is like a global admin, so like we don't really need the rest of them. We don't need Ruad H. We don't need Babe. Babe was genius though. That was key because she has access to the list of users, which is just their passwords, or rather, you know. They don't have passwords. Yeah, I guess that's true. We only have usernames, but they didn't have any passwords on them. But yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna cry if that worked. It's crazy that we got a keycard door on rank 4, though. That's psycho stuff. I really thought this was going to let me remotely access a terminal. Like, like access the security terminal so that I could change the keycard settings. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't. I'm going to go back and look one more time. Because if it does let me access that and change the keycard settings, we can continue. It just burned a crap load of steps just running around, but like, let's try it. And we get to see this again. Do I need 2 more, or do I need to take this out? That's the question. I have not seen this kind of symbol, I don't think, but I mean, we can look for it. There's also this. And this like dead thing here. Hopefully this also lets us upgrade disk. If we get another upgrade disk, this is a guaranteed place we can put it. Maybe let's try Thom. Does Thom have access to different logs? Or is this all him? Okay. Data file, right. This is literally it's in the game somehow. Terminal timeout. I really don't get this. Setting immediate. Maybe this just stores our password for 1 month, which is like, there's no difference. It's either 1 month or it's permanent. Okay. Can we enable these? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. And none of this, like, let's go to the personnel files again. User database. I don't think this tells me anything about the terminal passwords. We're Simon Jones, right? Hang on. There was that line that was like, "Hey, create a new user," but it doesn't quite fit our normal policies, which might mean it might not be this. Admin not found, but it. Oh, hang on, that was an empty password, but it could be Simon J. Admin not found. Okay, screw me. Let's try that in the lab real quick. We know it does start with S, but it looks to be longer than 6 characters, I think. But let's try Simon J in the lab and call it a day. Quite literally, because that's the name of the button you use on the menu. Okay. Permanent upgrades, though. Permanent upgrades are a beautiful thing. Hit me with a... Again, it's a password, not a username, but hit me with a Simon J. Hit me with a Simo J. Incorrect. Okay. Okay, you got me there. We still don't know the password. Hopefully one day we get a magnifying glass and can check the commissary and computer room. You're a lie. It was the office terminal, so like close enough. Anything else we can do with the power? It is permanently powered. Right, this is no longer powered, but the door is still open, so that's good. The boiler room, such a weird room, man. Such a weird room. And we cannot force open the keycard door with this, and we have no way to get to the security terminal to turn this on. Without, you know, having a security terminal. But thanks for watching. Let's go here. Let's go here. I gotta fix up my sheet some more. Move some stuff around, but yeah, we're gonna get that password one day, and hopefully find out what to do with the microchip. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. It's sweet having the workshop be common, and the lab. They're two really good rooms, especially because the workshop seems to have the broken key lever 100% of the time. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Let's go, man. Let's go.